Hello and welcome to Apex 2.
Oval.
Yeah, we're back. I didn't make an announcement on the channel, but we didn't post last week because my audio sucked. So I apologize. I was very sick, and my microphone would not catch the audio for the life of me, and it was too much to layer my voice over and post, so we just scrapped it.
It really
Um,
was cutting you out like as if you were background noise.
Yeah. So we're back though. My voice is a little more normal. Um, let's go into F1 real quick. Max Verstappen won his debut GT3 race at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Thoughts? I mean,
Was it ever in doubt? I feel
no,
like we
not
all knew
really.
this was coming.
If he's not facing Escher or Van Dorn, or I think his name is Van Dorn. I think his name is
F1
uh
legend Stoffel Van Dorn.
Stoffel Van Dorn. It's pretty much wraps. Like it's wraps. Like I think the only man that could keep up with Max Verstappen on the Nürburgring Nordschleife is Kevin Escher. So, you know,
Yeah, and obviously this is a class, this is a track that Max has invested a lot of time in, like sim wise. This has been a priority for him, so it's really not surprising seeing him perform well here. Like this isn't a case of like, oh, throw an F1 driver in anything and they'll lap the competition. This is a Max is one of the
yeah.
greatest drivers on the planet with a passion for and a talent for this kind of racing as well.
You're telling
Right?
me if you don't throw Franco Colapinto into endurance racing or IndyCar, he's gonna dominate? Out your damn mind.
Crazy, crazy, crazy idea, I know.
Um, but let's also talk about his teammate, who did really well in his own right, got shat on by the Max fans because he blew a 15-minute lead. Oh, do you know why he blew the 15-minute lead? It's because the yellow flags. Like, that man got fucked over. He's fast. Max's teammate was fast. Let's not talk about him like he's slow as molasses. No, it was the yellow flags. So, calm down. But, I mean, impressive by Max, all things considered. But he has been training for this for many a year now, so sim racing wise. In other news, this is gonna get really somber real quick. Um, Roscoe has passed away, and it's really sad. And I'm smiling because I don't. I'm trying to like think of the positive, but it is actually really sad. Like that dog meant everything to Lewis. Everything to Lewis. He was the F1 wag. Uh, and he passed away. For people who didn't know, over the weekend he got, I think it wasn't the flu, it was something else, and he was in a coma and he passed away. Charles and Leo Leclerc did get to visit him though, one last time, which was really sweet. But Lewis did miss, I think, a Ferrari fashion show and also testing as well, tire testing, which anyone who says, "Oh, he should have been at the testing," dude, this is like his partner in crime. Like we're talking about, like this isn't some random. This is his partner in crime. This is the Roscoe Hamilton. He's okay missing stuff. Like anyway, I don't know. That's about it. It's just really sad.
Just watch the video of Roscoe on a skateboard and be happy that we got to experience him.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Roscoe. Fly high. It also does suck for Lewis though because Coco died semi recently as well, and that was Lewis's other dog.
Yeah,
So
it's a
yeah,
tough. It's always going to be tough, and in this case, it is especially tough because of how close they were and how kind of publicly close. Because when you're a public figure, it makes it even that much harder, I'd imagine, because you know that people are thinking about it, posting about it, asking about it. Like there's the pressure to both not be upset and also to be constantly aware of it, that is tough to go into a race weekend with.
Yeah. But we're all praying for Lewis Hamilton to be okay. And fly high, Roscoe. On another note, Zane Smith decided to go on a roller coaster ride during the NASCAR race at Kansas. Jack's note in the doc is driving sideways, upside down, and everything in between. If you didn't see it, sucks to suck, because it was really funny to watch once you knew he was okay.
And they said wall riding was illegal.
It's not. But what's funny enough is this happened with the same car on the apparently the same car, same day, like 30 years apart. With it, like 20, however many years apart, same thing happened. That's kind of weird. But and they had footage of the old wreck as well. With I believe he's the 34.
Zane Smith is in the 38, but
38, right? So the same car, 38, just like 30 years apart, whatever it was. But that's crazy.
yeah, it's one of those freak things that happens. I mean, John Hunter Nemechek was pushing him up into the wall until there was no more space left, and he did his best Lightning McQueen impression, trying to do the flip over, land back on the track, sticking out the tongue, all that.
Was that Lightning McQueen or was that Cruz?
I think they both did it at different points.
Did they? Oh, because I remember I just watched Cars 3 the other day, and I did see Cruz do that, so...
I'm pretty sure that Lightning also did it at some point, which is what,
Doc
like,
did it as
I thought it
well.
was a callback.
It might have been a callback to Doc, because I know in Cars 3 they showed Doc doing it.
But anyway, the bottom line is, tried that, realized that when the car is an inanimate object, and, well, I guess inanimate isn't necessarily accurate, but the car isn't a living being. It's a little hard for it to control itself on the way down, and instead he kind of just got stuck sideways on the wall and went for a bit of a ride.
Yeah. It was quite scary, though. I'm not going to lie. I saw that and I
Yeah.
was like, shit, like, what the hell?
Luckily, the AMR safety team was out there quick.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if you saw...
They were on it. They were on it Sunday.
And, like, even though they didn't get him out of the car right away, they gave a thumbs up, like, basically right as they got to the car.
Yeah.
Which was definitely, like, you weren't left there wondering for that long, right? Once the car came to a stop upright, it was like, okay, he's good. Instead of,
like,
it could have been a lot worse.
is the AMR safety team the best medical team in the world? Let's talk about it.
No.
It's the AMR safety team. They got a cool-ass name.
Yeah, no, wait, what do you mean you just watched Cars 3 and you don't remember that scene?
Which one?
Lightning McQueen flipping.
Of Lightning McQueen doing it? I know. I thought it was Doc. I thought it was Doc that flipped in that scene. It was Doc and then Cruz.
It's Doc, McQueen, and Cruz. All three
Oh, I
of
didn't
them.
see McQueen do it. Oh, I didn't see that.
But did they take it out?
They might have, because Lightning McQueen flipping was literally just Doc.
No, that's crazy.
They really tarnishing Lightning McQueen's legacy. Get Stephen A on the line.
Because I have seen this footage before, and the footage exists on the internet.
I know it does. I've seen it, but
Oh
it
my
was not in the
god.
movie. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to talk about
Probably like
YouTube
an ad.
TV and NBC?
Yeah, so here we go again. I think this just happened with Fox the other week, was it? I think it was Fox. Maybe it was ABC. But once again, streaming services and networks in a dispute where the networks want to charge more, the streaming services want to pay less, and here we are. And as always, it's the networks that have more invested in the marketing for it. Like, I myself have gotten multiple emails from NBC of, like, YouTube is taking away your football. When realistically, it's... these things keep happening because it's the only things, like... if you don't say no at some point, then the streaming is as expensive or more expensive than cable in the first place. And
Yeah.
then why did you get rid of cable, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're just creeping back towards cable level pricing, and the networks keep getting in disputes, channels keep getting dropped. I mean, we got YouTube TV, and we have access to neither of the two regional sport network channels that carry baseball in the New York City area. No Yes Network, no SNY. Last I checked, with a YouTube TV subscription, and that's life, because, like, with those it would cost as much or more than cable. Um, and so it's a shame that this is happening, and that, you know, NBC is using NASCAR and football as kind of a marketing chip there, but it'll more than likely get resolved before it affects anyone's ability to actually watch a race.
Yeah. Is it sad that you can't watch your favorite team, the New York Mets?
Actually, that's one of the best things about. So, A, not a Mets fan, but B, one of the best things about living not in that TV market is, even though my TV subscription is based there, so I get the cable channels from, like, the New York Metro. I
Yeah.
I have MLB TV for free through my cell
Oh,
carrier, and
what cell
that
carrier do you
isn't
have?
blacked out. T-Mobile,
You
but
I
that
can get that
isn't
through
blacked out.
T-Mobile.
Yeah, they do it. It's once in the T-Mobile Tuesdays thing, like in March or something, like right before the baseball season every year. But there's regional blackouts on MLB TV for local teams. But because
Yeah.
I'm not local, I can watch the Yankees, and so I can watch Yankees games, and my family cannot. And I am very happy about that. Although it does mean that I struggle to watch Pirates games because I don't have a cable subscription that has access to local channels, but such is life.
VPN. VPN. Sorry. It's an option. Kind of. Also, back to the sadness of the podcast. Prayers up for rookie Reddick. Tyler Reddick's second son. He's in the hospital with a heart-related issue, I believe it was, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, signs of heart failure that were being missed. Um, so, you know, prayers up. I'm not religious, but I will be praying for rookie Reddick because
And the whole family.
it's
I
the
mean,
whole family, yeah.
you know, you could
That's
see
rough.
parts of it in his interviews after the race, but it was tough
Yeah.
to see Tyler Reddick out there this weekend instead
Yeah.
of, you know, back home with his family.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're hoping he pulls through.
Which, hoping rookie pulls through. This is maybe very selfish. I'm hoping Tyler Reddick gets eliminated so he can go back and be with his family. There's a good lining. There's a good lining. I'm not just saying that. Like I think, you know, as an athlete, as regular people who are able to be around their family for the most part, it's very easy to forget. Athletes have to spend a lot of time away from their families, and especially during a time like this, it's necessary he's with them. So,
Yeah.
if he's out of the playoffs, he can at least skip a race. He doesn't need to, you know, if he's still the condition's bad. So, but prayers up to rookie Reddick. Now, on to IndyCar. Alex Palou. Do you want to talk about that? Because I have no. I saw this. I have no clue what is going on. I can
Yes.
talk about the next one, but I have no clue.
So Alex Palou is looking to finally resolve his kind of ongoing trial with McLaren, because back in 2022, Palou signed a contract to race for McLaren from 2024 to 2026. This included F1 testing. This included, in Palou's mind, a potential path to F1, to an F1 seat, which McLaren is consistent in saying was never part of the agreement. But Palou then, a year later, backed out and re-signed with Ganassi. Clearly, that's been a very successful combination, as Palou has been absolutely dominant for the last stretch of IndyCar. But McLaren has been suing him on kind of an ongoing basis. for breach of contract, which he has openly admitted to. The only dispute remaining is the amount of money that Palou would owe McLaren. McLaren says, I think, 33 million. Where, and I get part of that because part of their argument is that they had a $23 million sponsorship deal with NTT across both IndyCar and F1 that revolved around Palou. In place, and then obviously lost out on that, and then it's like some purse winnings and some money that they spent on F1 testing already. However they slice it up, but that's where the core disagreement remains, and that's what's going to get resolved. But Palou, by all accounts, is just looking forward to getting this all over with, and McLaren brass, as far as they're concerned, this is an issue for their lawyers that they don't really care that much about. So,
Yeah.
It's just off-season news, right?
Yeah. But more to come. Silly season updates. Let's get into it. Mick Schumacher testing for RLL. This is very fun. I enjoy this. He's testing at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I wouldn't say screw it, the home of IndyCar, because the Indy 500's there. But he's testing at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with RLL. And yeah, if you don't know who Mick Schumacher is, Michael Schumacher's son. Mick Schumacher raced in F1. He's raced in the World Endurance Championship for Alpine, and he raced in F1 for Haas, who did him extremely dirty. He was up for the Cadillac seat, but ultimately did not get it, and now he's testing for IndyCar. I'm hoping he goes to IndyCar.
And rejected a potential reserve seat / staying in their sports car program for Cadillac.
Yes.
Which we did discuss. But so endurance racing and IndyCar now seem to be his two main options. Moving forward. But IndyCar being on that list. Yeah.
If he goes to IndyCar, I'm going to be hyped. He will be my favorite driver. Move over, Marcus Armstrong, and oh shit, Christian Rasmussen. In comes Mick Schumacher.
Speaking of moving over, we previously thought that Rinus VeeKay would probably be replacing David Malukas at AJ Foyt Racing, but instead, it seems pretty likely for that to be Caio Collet. With VeeKay instead racing alongside Stingray Robb, which it really does feel like his... it makes me question a little more his decision to leave Coin. But such is life, I guess. That's the musical chairs that the silly season in really every motorsport series is. Someone's got to get a chair pulled out from under them.
Yeah. No clue who Colette is. I'm not gonna lie.
He's like an Alpine junior.
Okay.
But
wait,
I guess former Alpine junior
or F1.
I have heard the name, but he's in NXT right now.
He's in NXT.
Yeah.
You're telling me... All right. You know what? You do you, Floyd.
He was in the Renault / Alpine Academy from 2019 to 2023, and then was involved with Formula E, and then moved over to Indy NXT.
You're telling me you'd have him over Miles Rowe? Out your damn mind.
I mean, we also don't know the funding situations. One thing with the Palou lawsuit is it reveals some of the funding situation. For instance, as part of this lawsuit, we found out that last year, in 2024, Nolan Siegel paid over $1 million to race a few races for McLaren, whereas Pato Award Alex Palou's salary was going to be $9 million across 3 years. Pato Award's pay numbers are in there, although I don't remember off the top of my head. There is a significant funded ride versus non-funded ride, driver talent disparity, all of that element here. But
so with Corey Haim.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I just looked at the Indy NXT standings. You know what? That's fair. I watched Indy NXT racing, and I do not remember this guy at all. But he finished second in the championship, and I mean was within 72 points of Hauger,
And Hauger was
which
pretty dominant. So
and Hauger was dominant. Like Hauger, his lowest position was 16th at Laguna Seca, but after that, his lowest position was 8th. But he mostly got either first, second, or third. He podiumed in every race but 3. Colette, his lowest position was 19th, but his next best was 7th, then 4th, twice 5th. So, like, and he podiumed a good amount of races as well. So, you know what? That's fair.
circling back to some of your favorite drivers, though.
Yeah. Grosjean might not be on the grid.
Yeah,
But
there was a lot of talk about him potentially joining Dale Coyne Racing, filling a seat there. But with the news of the Andretti partnership, with Dennis Hauger being there, and Grosjean's history with Andretti, there's a lot less talk about that now, so to speak. I know that it's been reported that Linus Lundqvist is a potential candidate there as well, but we'll have to see. But it might be over for Romain Grosjean in IndyCar.
I'm angry. I want Roman back. I want him back.
Speaking of getting guys back, you want to take us right into our main story?
Oh, James Dennis Allen Hamlin. What the fuck are you doing, my guy? Now, people don't know I'm a massive Bubba fan. I also really love Denny Hamlin, so this pains me to do. Because Denny is my pick for the championship. Let's get this clear. He's been my pick since the beginning of the year.
Yup.
Before the season started, he has been my pick. And I've never faltered. But Denny, what the actual hell are you doing? So, people don't know, at the end of the race, Bubba's in first, Denny's in second. Denny doesn't have power steering at this point. He hadn't had power steering for like 50 laps prior. So, like, it's harder to race. Yeah. But what happens is Bubba's leading, he's blocking everyone, yada, yada, yada. Denny gets into Bubba's back, right? Gets into the back. Bubba slams against the wall.
I think it was more doored than into the back, but
alright, so he doored him, and then Bubba got into the wall. And Bubba fell, and Denny fell, and then freaking Chase Elliott came from behind and won. Now, again, dude, Denny, like, I understand you are racing the 11 team. At that point in time, you are not the co-owner of 2311. But, dude, you had no power steering, and you could not get to the bottom of the track. What were you doing?
I also have to imagine, like, he is still a Toyota driver, and
Yeah.
at some point, I understand that the point situation, he would only have been like 30 points above the cut line or whatever, if Bubba had won. But you'd have to imagine Toyota would be a lot happier with a Toyota 1-2 rather than a Chevy win and both Toyotas falling right at the end. Which Bubba finishing in like only fifth is honestly kind of lucky, because
that's a miracle.
That was all the momentum gone once he was up in the wall there.
I'm so pissed, dude. I'm so angry. Like, I'm so angry. I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to say. I'm like, I love Denny Hamlin. I love Bubba Wallace. I don't like when this happens. Because I don't know how to feel. Obviously, my allegiance is more towards Bubba. But, like, Denny, you were going to make the next round anyway. You weren't guaranteed it. But let's be honest. You have a fast as fuck car. You were going to make it anyway. Yeah, you were going for a win. That wouldn't have done... Like, it would have guaranteed you a spot. But, Like, bro, you had no power. Again, if he had power steering, this wouldn't have been an issue. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
He had no power steering. That is the sole reason this shit happened, is because he had no power steering. And I'm sad. because Bubba's not going to make the playoffs. He's not going to make the round of 8 now. It's going to be a miracle if he does.
Well, speaking of miracles, you remember my Xfinity Championship pick?
Was it Brandon Jones?
It was Brandon Jones. And guess what he did at Kansas this weekend?
Did he win?
He did win. Above Connor Zilic, who finished second. And then my pick for the race, Allgaier, finished down in 13th, even though he had a very strong start to the race.
Oh, dude, Allgaier was so dominant this race. Oh, my God, dude. The first 2 stages, that man was not out. He was in first the entire time.
He was cooking, and
then something happened, and he was not cooking no more. And then Zilic was cooking, and Zilic's oval, talent ran out, and Brandon Jones took over.
Brandon Jones, my GOAT.
But, yeah.
He's going to do it. Just you watch. He's going to do it.
No, he's not.
We're
It's
talking
Connor
about
Zilic,
future
baby.
Xfinity Series champion. Last ever Xfinity Series champion, Brandon motherfucking Jones.
Nah, it's gonna be Zilic. My little man needs to make it. Cause imagine he wins Xfinity. He's already on Cup. He's already in the Cup. That just boosts his aura.
Don't care. Brandon Jones propaganda. Let's go. Let's
How old is
go.
Brandon Jones?
Too old. I mean, he's like a pay driver with his like.
Again, again for this second. I think the second week in a row, because last week when we didn't air it, I think I looked up Brandon Jones, and he was not the first person who came up. Denver Broncos safety Brandon Jones came up first.
Yeah.
So I had to add NASCAR.
Tragic, innit?
He is 28. Okay, Jack, why are you picking a 28-year-old to win the championship?
He's my GOAT. He's my GOAT. Love
You could have
Brandon
picked
Jones.
Jesse Love. Anyway.
Don't care. Don't care. Brandon Jones to the moon.
Anyway,
Hold.
Cup Series.
Yeah, we talked about
We
that
already
race.
talked
I
about
mean,
it. The Elliott won. Who cares?
The only other thing that we haven't really touched on is Penske looks good.
So, there's actually one more thing we didn't touch up on. SVG.
Oh my God, you're right. I completely forgot about that.
Bro might be learning the ovals a little too fast.
He's catching on because this was the first mile and a half in like months, right?
Yeah.
And he finished a legit top 10. Like some people were trying to say it was because of the cautions, but he was ahead before those cautions. Like he was legitimately top 10 speed, earning it on a mile and a half, like pure NASCAR track.
Yeah.
I claps for SVG, man. Like,
dude.
Come
Bro
on.
actually might be getting better at ovals. The league might be cooked next season.
He's having the Zilic development curve just a little bit later.
Yeah, this is if he does well next week's the Roval. If he does well at Las Vegas, I'm putting his bid in for the championship next year.
Oh my God, dude!
I don't
imagine.
care. I don't care.
Second trip to these tracks in a next gen car.
Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over.
It might be
all that
as
talk
over
about
as
him
it's
being
ever
a
been.
fraud. All that talk about him being a road course fraud is going to be gone next year. I swear to God.
Him and Zilic over everyone. Everyone.
Bro, dude, him and Zilic are going to go band for band for the championship, bro. It's going to be... the championship is going to be SVG and Zilic 30 seconds above second, and then everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a 2021 Max Verstappen versus Lewis Hamilton. No. Oh, yeah, that too. But it's going to be like Lewis Hamilton versus Max Verstappen, but SVG versus Connor Zilic.
But no, real talk, I wouldn't expect SVG to like win on ovals regularly, but the fact that he's showing this pace, at least on and off, means that he can go from road course gimmick to legitimate playoff caliber driver, at least on the tier of Ross Chastain moving forward. If he can show this semi-consistently.
Yeah, like this is nuts from SVG. Like, I love you, SVG. Like, you're awesome, dude. This is great. This is great progress.
Because he was running well at Darlington, too, to start the playoffs, and then obviously bad strategy call got him way behind. But
they're also like Hendrick's leftovers, so like
Trackhouse cars haven't been great lately, but who knows? Maybe with Zilic
ever
being
since the Coke
golden
600.
child.
ever since the Coke 600 and Ross Chastain going from last to first, that car's been terrible.
Hey,
Except for the road courses.
look, Connor Zilic being there, Golden Boy, big ad money. Maybe Chevy's got to pull a few strings to get them some better cars.
I hope so. I hope so. Actually, speaking of trucks, or
Oh,
speaking of races, nope, not
oh,
trucks. Yeah, well, yeah, trucks. Let's talk
okay,
about.
okay.
I
Getting
botched
in that
it.
transition game, I see
I
it.
botched it. I botched it. Holy shit. I botched it so bad. This is why you need to be in every pod. This is why you need to be with Bob Procris. Okay, for people who don't know, I interviewed Bob Procris last
Where
week,
is that, by the
and
way?
I need to edit it and then
Okay.
upload it because I haven't had time. I've been working. I've either been in school or work or doing like extracurriculars for journalism, and so I haven't had time. But that'll come out
Yeah.
at some point. I wish Jack was there because oh my god, my transition's so bad.
Look, I apologize. I was
I
at the
I was
time of
just
that
yelling at my former
interview,
self.
I was at the like 45-minute long break between my second and third college exam of the day.
You should, dude. It was like a 15-minute thing. You should have just hopped on, bro. I swear to God.
I
We'll
was a little
interview
bit
him again at some point. We'll interview him
cramming,
again at some
also
point.
scarfing down a little bag of peanuts as my dinner. Um,
You know what? Oh, I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. Let's talk about trucks at the Roval.
hey,
Let's talk
whoa!
about trucks at the Roval.
All
I
right.
have the goat, Corey Haim.
Because I had already taken Connor Zilic, who is driving a
Yeah.
truck this week at the Roval,
Yep.
and I knew you would have taken him, so I figured because I
Yep.
first wrote Heim, and I realized, wait, Alex hasn't looked at this yet. I'm gonna steal Zilic from
I
him.
didn't touch it. This is all Jack this week, guys. I wasn't planning on doing the podcast. I was planning on writing an article, and then
I thought I'd have to
didn't.
go
Like,
it
the
alone.
interview- And then the interview didn't happen. Like I'm interviewing someone, and then they haven't responded yet. And I was like, you know what? I'll do the pod. So.
I was buckled up and ready to go at solo, hold it down like Alex did when I was in Iceland. But
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. For Xfinity at the Roval, I have Connor Zilic.
give me the probably second best road racer in Xfinity and Sam Mayer. I mean,
Jesse Love. Oh,
uh, he has an average finish of like fifth, sixth at the Roval.
yeah.
Sam Mayer does.
Mayer's good.
But obviously now that we're in the playoffs, you don't get any Cup regulars going down. So sorry, SVG, on a road course. But the
That's
Roval's
abysmal.
also this weird
They-
in between where like the regular NASCAR
Yeah.
guys are much better at the Roval than they are at some of the other road courses.
Yeah. Which
so-
Bubba's actually really good at the Oval, by the way. He's really good at the Roval.
Yeah.
He's consistently up there at the Roval, so maybe he does get a win. Speaking of Bubba getting wins, let's
I
go
was
to
gonna say
the
you
Cup
pulled that one out
Series,
early.
where I have Bubba Wallace winning the freaking Roval for redemption and into the round of 8. I'm not gonna say screw you, Denny. I actually really like Denny Hamlin. I'm not gonna go further.
My pick is AJ Allmendinger because Colleague has been randomly fast every now and then. And when I was thinking about Xfinity drivers who were good on road courses, I was reminded that Allmendinger has won 4 of his 5 starts in Xfinity at the Roval. He had a streak,
Oh, damn.
like a several-year-long streak, of winning at the Roval in the series he competed in. And this is a guy that was known as a road course ringer and has been especially good at the Roval, so maybe he harnesses some of that. Maybe Colleague gives him a bad fast car, and maybe he gets it done for old time's sake.
Hell yeah. For F1 at Singapore, for the Singapore Grand Prix, I have Carlos Sainz to recreate his magic from 2 years ago and win in a Williams.
Wow.
I just think it'll be really funny because I love Lewis. He's my favorite driver. I would just find it so funny if Carlos won a race before him. Like, I think that'd be so funny because the memes out of it would be so bad. Who do you have, Jack?
I got Lando. He likes Singapore. He likes the street course. I don't know why, but just like going through results over time, he just has performed better here than many other places, it feels like. So if there's a place for him to continue his effort to catch back up to Piastri, I feel like this is a good week for him.
Yeah. My real pick would be Max Verstappen. It's Max. Yeah, he has never won at Singapore, but I don't care. I really don't. It's Max Verstappen. All right, let's go to our games. Unlimited games, but no games.
Oh God.
All right.
Putting me on the spot here.
Okay, so the first one, 20 questions.
20 questions.
So we're gonna workshop this depending on how well you do now.
All right.
I'm gonna give you 20 seconds, 20 questions, not seconds, 20 questions to name a random motorsports driver that I picked. It could be in any motorsport, but it'll be someone you know. So it's not gonna be like, you know, I don't know. This is some driver that you don't know. You're gonna know the driver, and you get 20 questions to guess who that driver is. So, what do you have for question 1?
Are they currently racing?
No. Well,
At least in a way that I'd know them?
probably not. No.
Were they in a Formula series?
No.
Okay. Did they race in the United States?
Yes.
Okay. IndyCar?
No.
A NASCAR series.
Yes.
How many questions am I at?
You're at 5.
Okay.
Get 15 more.
And they are not currently racing.
Not currently racing in the top 3 series. No.
Would I know them as a Cup Series driver?
Yes.
Would I most know them as driving a Toyota?
No. 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 I would say no.
Okay. What about a Ford?
Ooh, that's a good question. Hold up. Let's see.
Or at least were they most recently in a Ford? How about that?
Most recently in a Ford. Let me check. I'm gonna take out my glasses so you can't see the team. The answer to that is no.
No.
Not most recently in a Ford.
Okay.
I think that's 7 or 8. I'll give you 8.
But I'd know them for driving one?
No.
Okay.
You know
You
them
just
more
were-
for the other one. Not Toyota, not Ford.
Okay. Sorry, the hesitance when you were looking up the question got me real confused, because then I changed it
Yeah.
partway through. So, not currently racing, would know them for driving a Chevy. Did they race for Hendrick?
Yes. They did race for Hendrick.
Okay, well, at this point, I don't know how many questions I got left, but is it Jimmy Johnson?
It is not Jimmy Johnson. You have 10 left.
Okay. Is it Dale Jr.?
It is Dale Jr.
Let's go!
You know I had to start out with a Dale Jr. I fucking love that man. Oh my god. This podcast is amazing. Love Dale Jr. Yes, it is Dale Earnhardt Jr.
By that point, I was just prepared to go down the list of like notable guys from when they retired. Like
Jeff Gordon, like, yeah. Here's our next one. Speaking of Hendrick Motorsports, I want you to name every champion of Hendrick Motorsports, and if you can, for bonus points, name how many championships they have for Hendricks. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys on here.
5 guys, burgers and fries.
5 guys, burgers and fries.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and give you Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott.
There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do you want to say the championships they have?
Well, Johnson is 7. Gordon is
Yep.
4.
Yep.
And Larson and Elliott each have 1.
Yes. And there's one more driver.
This is the one that's going to kill me because I should know it, but I'm not going to.
The championship was won in, I believe, 19. Hold up. Let me just make sure that. Okay, I think it's this one then. I would assume it's this one. Yeah, 1996.
God damn it.
1996.
Sorry. Yankees are losing now.
Versus the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I defected.
This is really sad. Looks like it was a 2-run double. It's like the 7th inning. Like, they were doing so good.
Oh.
But you know what? It's
Are
okay.
they down 2-1?
Yeah.
Damn. Aaron Judge, bring them back, baby. Yeah, so
96.
1996
I feel like
was the
we've
champion.
talked about the 96 champion before.
We have. Their last race was in 2014. Their first race was in 1978.
Old ass man behind the wheel, huh?
Yeah. This guy is currently 68. And he has 2 championships. And he is also in the National Quarter Midget Hall of Fame of 1989.
Yeah, that's not going to help me. Shoot, 96.
Yeah.
Shoot.
They're named
Because
in
we've
one of
totally
NASCAR's...
talked about him. We have
have.
totally talked about this.
We have. He holds the all-time Cup Series record for the longest drought between Cup Series championships.
That's also not really going to help me, but 96, we talked about it before. We talked about him in the context of having a brother, right?
He does have a brother.
It's a Labonte,
That is
right? It's
correct.
Terry Labonte?
It is Terry Labonte. That is correct.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because, last time we talked about it, I was stuck on, Wall Trip, right? I got to
you were stuck
brother
on Wall
part,
Trip.
and I was...
Yeah, and you didn't get Labonte. All right.
Okay.
Your final game. I want you to name the top 10 in the 2015 Formula One standings. And I will tell you, you do know every one of the top 10. You probably know 90% of these drivers.
2015?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that Lewis Hamilton is going to be on there?
Lewis Hamilton is on here. Number 1, 381 points, 10 wins, 11 poles, 17 top 5s, 18 top 10s. Bro
This would
was
have been
on it.
This would have been the year before Nico retired on top. So he's
Yep.
still there.
It is Nico Rosberg. He's number 2, 322 points.
Seb and Kimmy?
Seb and Kimi, 3 and 4, 278 points versus Vettel, 150 points for Raikkonen.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Daniel Ricciardo is on there. He's number 8 with 92 points. So you got 1 through 4 and then 8.
This is where I'm going to lose it because I actually have no idea past this.
So you do. You do.
Well, no,
know you know
I don't
everything.
doubt that I probably know who some of the drivers are.
Would you like hints?
Sure.
If I said ass calendar, would you know
Okay,
who
so
that
Valtteri's
is?
on there.
Valtteri is 5th.
Who was Valtteri
in a
racing
Williams.
for at that point?
In a fucking Williams, my guy.
Really?
I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sure he
Williams
was
was
in Williams
good
year.
that year.
Yes, Williams.
This
is
was
like
before
the one
they
good
went
year
to
in the past
shit.
20 years. Yeah, this is like the one good year they had the past 20 years was 2015.
Yeah.
This is before. Well, 2 years later, I mean, both us went to Mercedes, but yeah.
Who was-
What?
Who was his teammate?
That's
I guess
good
that's
question.
a spoiler.
Is it?
Maybe.
I don't actually know. Hold up. I'm looking. Hold up, because I think this guy might be his teammate, but I will give you this guy's hint next if he is the teammate.
Okay.
Let me go to the wiki. 2013, 2014. It is. This is his teammate. Okay. If I say the word lawsuit, does that?
No, actually.
If I say Crashgate, does that also help?
Not particularly, unfortunately.
Do you know what Crashgate is?
Well, yeah.
Do you know who Crashgate didn't help?
Massa?
Yes.
Okay.
Felipe Massa is 6th on that list with 121 points.
I was like, I swear it's not Fernando Alonso.
It's not Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso's on the grid. He came 17th with 11 points. I believe he was with McLaren at that point.
Ooh.
Or
was this a year that he like couldn't finish a race?
Let's check. It actually doesn't say.
Okay.
I'm looking at.
Well,
ESPN
no,
right now. It does
I
not
meant
say
that like figuratively.
Let me go into his stats. Yeah, he DNF'd out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, including 4 in a row.
Ooh. Ugh.
Yeah, I believe he was in McLaren for this one, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that was bad. He's not on there though. If I were to say, well, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, gone, that song. Does that song ring a bell to you?
No, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Does Kelly PK make any sense?
I guess, but
Okay.
it's
So
still not gonna help me.
if I said Kelly PK and it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone.
No.
No, okay. This guy lost a seat to a 16-year-old.
Kvyat?
It is Kvyat. That song, by the way, is because they're like, there's like a meme, and it's like Kvyat having a perfect life with Kelly Piquet, his child, and a Red Bull racing seat, and then it's like, and then you turn the slide, and it's like Max Verstappen because it's gone, it's gone. It's because he took away everything from that man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I respect
Tragic.
Daniel Kvyat though, because he's a better man than me, because I would have crashed the fuck out. Number
Who's to say
9.
he didn't. Oh yeah,
That
8
is
was
true.
Ricardo, right?
8 was Ricardo. Number 9. Does the man... What's a good hint? Let me make sure.
You said these are all people I like know?
Yeah, Sakir. Does Sakir ring a bell? Actually, if I say a country with no human rights, does that make sense?
I mean, that further builds the case for Sergio Perez.
It is Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez is a 9. For people who don't
Sakir, and I
understand
was
the
like,
joke,
and then
for
you
people
said
who
human
don't
rights, and I
understand,
was like,
there's a joke in the F1 community that Perez does a lot better when the country doesn't have human rights. And
Well,
it's
fortunately,
kind of
he's
true.
driving for an American team.
Checo Perez Championship is incoming. At number 10, if I say Daniel Ricciardo again, does that...
So I already got Daniel Ricciardo.
I know
So
you got
hold
Daniel
on.
Ricciardo. But like, if I say Daniel Ricciardo...
It can't be any of his like AlphaTauri V-Carb teammates or
Nope.
anything.
It is not.
So have to be something he's known for, and he wasn't
Yep.
getting beaten by a child yet. That's a
Yep.
few years from now.
Yup.
But when he did get beat by a child, and then he left for Drive to Survive, he was teammates with
Hülkenberg! Yes! Nico
Okay.
Hülkenberg is 10th.
Because I was
Would you
gonna
like
say
to
it
guess-
can't have been anyone else that he would have like been known for driving with by this point.
Yeah. Do you want to know some of the names also on this list?
Max was there.
Max
but
is here. He is
not on the
12th
main
in the
team,
championship. He is not. Yeah, this is when he was with Toro Rosso. No.
Yeah, it
Yes.
would have been Toro Rosso.
It would have been Toro Rosso at the time.
AlphaTauri was like 2019,
Avatar was
2020,
yeah,
something like that.
and then it became so it is Toro Rosso. So Max Verstappen is 12th, Roman Grosjean 11th, Pastor Maldonado is 13th, technically 14th, but still.
Oh my God.
Carlos Sainz is 15th, Jenson Button is 16th, Fernando is 17th, Marcus Ericsson is 18th, and a young Alexander Rossi and Kevin Magnussen got 0 points that year and dead last.
No, Alexander Rossi.
Alexander Rossi.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, current IndyCar driver field, you've got Grosjean, you've got Ericsson, you've got Rossi, you've
You
got
have Palou, who was an F2 for a little bit.
yeah.
You have, who else? Herta? Wasn't Herta?
I was just talking about F1, but
Oh.
um,
Wasn't Colton Herta in Formula at some point?
I think he was probably in some of the lower series.
Yeah, British Formula 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Yeah,
didn't think
he
he
was
made
in-
it to
he was in
F2.
No, he was in GB3. But still, that's a Formula series. So he came from
Yeah.
Formula. But just not F2. He will be in F2 this season, though.
Wow.
Let's go, Colton. And that is it for the pod. Yeah. Next week, we'll be looking at our predictions again, because it will be the round of 8. See who did the best. Whoever does the worst has to commit arson. I don't know.
Arson.
Arson judge? Hold up. I'm getting there.
Wow.
Again, love that jersey. Everyone, whenever I wear that jersey, everyone's like, dude, what the fuck is that? I'm like, it's an Arson Judge jersey. And they're like, that's awesome. So thank you, Jack, for that. Also, now that I've scarred myself, I think I'm going to scar you too. Look what I brought up to UConn with me.
Oh yeah, Kenny Galladay, 2021
Kenny Galladay.
New York Football Giants receiving leader. Oh yeah.
Let's go. I'm not even a Giants fan.
Oh yeah. Hey, get him
Also-
on the team, man. They need
Yeah,
everyone they can get to replace Neighbors.
You know who they should get on the team?
Who? Oh, I think they're
Kaepernick,
set at quarterback.
baby!
I think they have 3 of them.
Oh. All right, anyway. That's it for the pod today. Thank you guys so much for watching. That went really off topic. Jack, do you have any final thoughts?
I swear Bubba better advance. Come on, pull out a win or something.
Bubba's going to win.